From local fruit off the coast of Africa to fruit found deep in the jungles of Indonesia, we count down the top 10 fruits you've never heard of. Part 8. Number 10. King Coconut. This football-shaped yellow coconut is uncommon but delicious. Much sweeter than a normal coconut, the king coconut is unique in that it doesn't have a husk. Often referred to as coconut for drinking, the golden coconut is full of not only coconut water but coconut milk as well. Grown particularly in Southeast Asia, the king coconut is native to Sri Lanka. These coconuts grow in clusters of as many as 20 on a single tree and take around 7 or 8 months to grow before they're ready to be enjoyed. The mbili, as it's known locally in Sri Lanka, has multiple different sub-varieties, with the most popular one being red dwarf. The Ranthambili variety is smaller and contains 40 nuts in a bunch. The flesh of these coconuts can range from white to a rich pink color, full of electrolytes, B-complex vitamins, potassium, calcium, magnesium, sodium, and phosphate. The king coconut's liquid can be used to treat kidney and urinary tract issues. The water of a king coconut has more potassium than a banana and more magnesium and calcium than an orange. Cooling and refreshing to the body, the coconut's juice is a recommended addition to pregnant or a nursing mother's diet. Number 9. Pandans Kadas, or red fruit. Looking like a giant cob of red corn, the Pandans Kadas is a plant in the pandan family. Consumed primarily in Papua, Indonesia, the locals call them buah merah, or red fruit. It also goes by the name of screwpine, kuansu, cokelate, oil pandan, or red Pandanus. Traditionally believed to be a good supplement as skin and eye medicine, the red fruit can also be used as worm treatment. There are 30 varieties of red fruit, with only 4 of them having high economic value, being the merah panjang or long red, the merah pandak or short red, cokelate or brown, and kumining or yellow. Each red fruit has their own designated uses, such as the long red, which is most commonly used in traditional medicine. This variety can measure up to 3.3 feet or 100 centimeters long and weighs 16.5 pounds or 7.5 kilograms. The crimson color of the red fruit indicates it being rich in beta-carotene, but also has shown effectiveness at helping treating AIDS, cancer, hepatitis, diabetes, osteoporosis, lupus, as well as lowering uric acid in the body, improving brain function, lowering cholesterol, and improving eye disorders. The native highlanders of Papua New Guinea call this fruit Maratha fruit, for which they make a ketchup-like sauce called merica sauce. Red fruit is typically chopped up into pieces, then roasted, boiled, or cooked in a stone oven. They're prepared by splitting them open, wrapping them in leaves, and sometimes even cooked in an earth oven. An earth oven is one created by stacking rocks, clay, and mud into a dome and then burning a hot fire inside, giving a hot place near the fire to cook food. The pulp and seeds are then extracted from the corn-like cob core and mashed with water. This mixture is strained, resulting in a thick red sauce. Some people directly suck the edible mesocarp right off the stalk. Grown in the Papua regions of Indonesia, this fruit takes 3 years to bear after planting. Not one you'll likely find at the grocery store. Maybe it's time to book a trip to the Indonesian jungle. Number 8. Wanyi. Predominantly grown in the wild forests of eastern Borneo, the Wanyi fruit is larger than a mango, with green to yellowish brown fruit with white flesh inside. Found also on the island of Bali, this fruit is one that needs to be sought out to be had, as you won't find this jungle fruit in the city. East Kalimantan is the main place to find the Wanyi. They grow on a huge tree measuring 40 feet or 12 meters tall that towers over the Borneo jungle. These fruit almost look like potatoes hanging off the tree. They dangle down on a main branch, which is attached by a single stem. Being much more abundant in the 1980s and the 1990s, Wanyi was found in towns and cities around Borneo, but today are a rare find. The trees only produce fruit once a year, with locals saying sometimes only once every 3 years. The texture of the flesh is similar to that of a mango. It smells like jackfruit and tastes sweet and acidic. The tree's sap should be avoided as it causes itching, but that shouldn't deter you from enjoying this fruit that is high in fiber and aids with good digestion. Number 7. Velvet apple. This fuzzy fruit, also known as butterfruit, mobolo, or kamagong, is native to the Philippines. A close relative to the persimmon, this fruit varies between yellow to reddish brown. This fruit has a very creamy edible flesh with a repulsive smell to it. What does this fruit smell like? Take a guess. It's most popularly described as smelling like rotten cheese or cat feces. Yummy. With all that said, people do eat these raw, but also use them in drinks, desserts, and cooked in dishes like pie. This stinky fruit boosts the immune system, increases red blood cell count, eliminates gastrointestinal issues and constipation. It has also been shown to reduce inflammation, prevent chronic diseases, reduce the speed of aging, and increase hair growth. The velvet apple is rich in potassium, iron, calcium, vitamin C and A, B vitamins, fiber, and protein. Number 6. Calagonum gentium. This Chinese bush fruit is so unknown that it doesn't even have an English name. Grown on a perennial low-growing shrub from 13 to 31 inches or 35 to 80 centimeters in height, this bush has small leaves, scraggly branches, and a unique little fruit. The fruit itself is less than half an inch or 10 millimeters long by 1/4 of an inch or 7 millimeters wide. The Calagonum gentium grows on rocky limestone slopes as well as in gravel and clay soil. It's native to China, Russia, and Uzbekistan, more specifically the Bakhash regions, Kalikum and Karakum, Tian Shan, and Mongolia. This fruit also grows in the Sahara in North Africa after it was introduced there. High in calcium, magnesium, and sodium, this fruit flowers in April, develops a red oval-shaped fruit, then turns brown as it develops a paper bag around it. The shrub will continuously produce fruit, making it highly valuable for locals and animal life living around it. Number 5. Quince. Once cultivated in ancient Babylon, the quince was once sacred to Aphrodite. It is said that the Greek brides would chew on a piece of quince before entering the bridal chamber to ensure having fresh, sweet breath. Given to monarchs and aristocrats during the Middle Ages, the quince was a part of the royal culinary events. Nostradamus even has several recipes written in his book using the quince. Quince is grown around the world, with the majority of places being around Eastern Europe. Turkey is the top producer of the fruit, with China being the world's second largest. This yellowish green fruit is one typically eaten cooked. Raw, it can be very tart, but is best consumed with chili and lime. When cooking quince, simmer or poach it until the sweetness comes out. Quince stores just the same as an apple. When it comes to pairing flavors with it, nutty, earthy flavors go well with this, as well as thyme, rosemary, figs, pears, apples, and nuts. Prized for its medicinal properties, the quince is high in vitamin C, fiber, potassium, copper, and iron. The quince is very good for intestinal health, skin rashes, inflammation, allergies, and promotes good digestion. Before we go on to number 4, if you're planning on doing any traveling or going on vacation soon, we've recently created a guide to help you bargain for the best deals on fruit and avoid the scams when you're on your own fruit hunting adventures. The guide can be found at oneredpanda.com or just follow the link in the description. Number 4. Hog Plum. This fruit, also going by the names of Spanish plum, red, yellow, or purple mambin, or jacote, is a small, spotty, glossy-skinned fruit that varies from green to red in color. Native to tropical regions in the Americas, jacote is most commonly found anywhere from Mexico to Brazil and the Caribbean. The hog plum will have a different appearance based on where it's found, such as in the northern states of Mexico, it tends to be more yellow. The flesh inside is pale and yellowish and juicy, with one pit in the middle, much like a cherry has. They measure 1 to 2 inches or 3 to 5 centimeters long, with some of them being smaller than that. Ideal ripeness of the hog plum is firm but has a little bit of give to it when they're squeezed. They'll keep fine for up to 2 weeks in the fridge. They're eaten fresh, used in jams, drinks, and desserts. The hog plum tastes sweet, like you'd expect, but is very creamy, almost like a banana, with slight acidity coming through from the skin. This plum goes well in savory dishes. It also pairs well with nuts, vanilla, plums, citrus, pineapple, and banana. They're high in vitamin C, niacin, calcium, potassium, phosphorus, and is effective at boosting the immune system, preventing diabetes, migraines, hypertension, and reducing cholesterol, making it a very healthy addition to any diet. Number 3. Garambulo fruit. This Mexican cactus fruit, sometimes called Mexican cranberry, at first glance will appear to be a blueberry. The big giveaway is the giant cactus that they grow on, which makes picking these fruit sometimes difficult. The spines often stick into humans or animals, which are very hard to remove. They'll produce a small greenish-yellow flower in July and August, which ripens to the reddish-purple berries soon afterwards. Commonly eaten by white-tailed deer, turkey, and quail, this fruit and the cactus they grow on provide many benefits to the desert landscape. The garambulo fruit are full of juice and tiny seeds. The liquid will stain anything it touches, much like beet juice. This fruit's delicious juice tastes like a mix of grape and watermelon when eaten fresh. Aside from being juiced, this fruit is also used in frozen desserts, drinks, jellies, jams, and sun-dried. They're high in antioxidants and anthocyanin, a flavonoid known to immensely boost health. The best way to try this fruit is finding a roadside fruit vendor who has them ready in those clear plastic containers. Number 2. Noni Fruit. This fruit grows on the Morinda citrifolia tree, a member of the coffee family. Southeast Asia and Australia call this fruit home. Across all the different regions, this fruit has over 100 names used for it. The more common ones are Indian mulberry, Great Morinda, beach mulberry, starvation fruit, cheese fruit, and vomit fruit. And if you're wondering, the last two names comes from the smell it produces when ripening. If you can make it past a putrid smell, the taste of noni is bitter and unsatisfying. Despite its unrewarding eating experience, this fruit is packed full of nutrition. Noni fruit is effective at relieving joint pain, skin conditions, and is also being used to help heal cancer, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. This new superfruit is full of antioxidants, vitamin C, E, zinc, calcium, potassium, and iron. Recently, noni juice has become a popular product in the booming health industry. Estimates say the noni juice industry is valued at $3 billion, measuring 4 to 7 inches or 10 to 18 centimeters in size. The fruit starts off green, turns yellow to almost white as it fully ripens. The tree noni grows on has a very symbiotic relationship with nature. Weaver ants make nests from the leaves of the tree, which protects the plant from parasitic insects. Fruit bats are also drawn to the noni, which helps spread the seeds around the land. Number 1. Chocolate pudding fruit. Diospyros nigra, or black sapote as it's also known, is a creamy brown pudding-like fruit. Native to Mexico, the Caribbean, Central America, and Colombia, this fruit grows on a large tree that can be 80 feet or 25 meters tall. Multiple different varieties of this fruit exist, all with their own unique features. Generally, the tree that produces these unique fruits takes 3 to 4 years from seed to full fruit production. While firm, the fruit is unripe and needs days to soften up. A perfectly ripe chocolate pudding fruit will have a soft, wrinkly skin that can easily be punctured with your thumb. The inside texture is sometimes described as being tomato-like, but with the skin being inedible. The skin gives a good indication of its ripeness as it turns from an olive yellowish color to dark green when it's ripe. The fruit is about the size of an orange with a pod of seeds on the inside that should be scooped out and not eaten. Looking and tasting like a delicious chocolate pudding, this fruit is an obvious choice to be used in desserts, and also can be used to make great drinks, chocolate mousse, ice cream, juice, and baked goods. The black sapote boosts the immune system, eye health, improves digestion, and is high in antioxidants, vitamin A, C, prevents constipation, and is excellent assisting one with their weight loss goals. Bet you never heard of someone eating chocolate pudding to lose weight. The benefits don't end there. The chocolate pudding fruit helps build strong bones, balances hormones, maintains healthy blood pressure levels, promotes healthy kidneys, and is anti-aging. We hope you enjoyed this list. Let us know in the comments below which one of these fruits you haven't heard of and which one do you want to try the most. If you enjoyed the content, help us out. Hit that thumbs up button. It only takes a second. Until next one, have a good one.